Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you're all setting out to achieve your goals for 2022. Speaking of goals, if anyone should be setting out to achieve any goals, it should be GM to accomplish the goal of making a truck that doesn't self-destruct. If you drive one of these or one of these, you might want to pay attention as GM just got hit with a class action lawsuit which may have an impact on you and your vehicle. So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. As a lot of you know, I'm a Chevy fan from my head down to my toes. I have owned over 7 Chevrolets, all ranging from 7 years of ownership down to a typical 3-year lease. So to hear about this crazy news, it's a bummer. I know today's video has nothing to do with anything detailing related or detailing related content, but this topic could impact me greatly, just as I'm sure it can impact a lot of you. If you are a Chevy truck fan and you have owned any Chevy truck all the way dating back to 2014, this news could ruin your day, if it hasn't already ruined your day. If owning one of these trucks haven't already ruined many of your days. This truck right here is my daily driver, it's my mobile work truck, it's my mobile office. This is my 2021 Silverado Trail Boss. If you're new to the channel, by the way, definitely consider subscribing for more Silverado related content, assuming that this truck doesn't blow up and burn my house down. Even though my channel is primarily directed towards auto detailing related content, I would like to produce more Silverado related content. So this video is kind of like a feeler video, if you will, to kind of see how the audience engages and see if I enjoy actually making videos about Silverado stuff. So if you have a 5.3 liter, 6.0, or the 6.2 from GM, more than likely your truck is equipped with the active fuel management system or the dynamic fuel management system. Now, with these systems, many of us have known about the issues with them for a while now, but finally, sure enough, GM has received a class action lawsuit against them. This issue is primarily known for their Silverados and Sierras, but it goes much further than that. This also affects the Yukon, the Suburban, the Tahoe, the Escalade. The list goes on. It's pretty much any vehicle that has those motors with those fuel management systems within them. These vehicles, ticking time bombs ready to blow. So if this was known for so long, why did I buy a Trail Boss? I don't know.
What am I now?
Stupid. Now before this truck, I did have a 2018 Silverado, which was a lease, but I planned on buying it out. Luckily, during the ownership of that truck, I didn't have any problems at all, and I was able to put about 60,000 miles on the truck. No problems at all whatsoever. Now, even though I was going to buy out that truck, with crazy market right now, with houses and cars, I'm sure you guys know how crazy the used market for cars is right now, the dealership was thrilled to have me give it back to them because low inventory or non-existent inventory. There were basically no trucks on the lot. They waived my mileage and they gave me a ton of rebates for another truck. I wonder why. But luckily I got myself into a new truck, this new truck, and I had to wait 3 weeks for it to arrive while it was on a cargo ship coming from Mexico. So much for American made. Upon my anticipation and excitement for this new truck, I was doing what other people do. I was doing research, looking up things online about the truck. I didn't even get to see the truck in person before I bought it. But luckily I knew some people that had the same truck, so I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew that it was a nice looking truck. Upon that research, that is when I stumbled upon the infamous lifter issue. Great. I just got myself a truck that has a ton of problems. Fortunately, knock on wood, I have about 8,000 miles, no issues yet, but that doesn't mean that I'm in the clear. Speaking of which, what do you guys think? I know a lot of you guys have this truck and you have the other previous models, and I know they make those programmers. I think it's Pulsar, and they make a couple other ones that you can plug in underneath the dash, and it disables these features of the truck. I know there's a couple YouTubers that have installed these. I think one of them is Lone Star Hawaiian, and then there's also LMFS Crew. That guy makes a ton of awesome videos about Silverado and Trail Boss related stuff. I think he installed one as well. So shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome, great content. But if you guys have installed any of those disabling mechanisms underneath the dash to disable these features, does it interfere with warranty? Does it void the warranty? Does it actually help? Let me know. I'd love your input. All right, so what I have here is the class action lawsuit. I'm going to pop it up right here on the screen. This thing's pretty damn long, but I'm going to put a link down below in the description so you can read it. And I'm just going to go over a couple points that I think are pretty important. This was filed just last month, so it's pretty fresh and new. This claims that the AFM and DFM are defective. No shit. You know, funny story, by the way, one of my younger cousins, he was a mechanic at a Chevrolet dealership. And when I had my last truck, the 2018 Silverado, he told me, "What'd you buy that piece of junk for?" that thing's gonna fail on you. And I guess apparently with that DFM, sometimes it causes issues with, I think, the transmission and whatnot. So it's much more than the actual feature itself. It causes other problems because it's constantly engaging from V4 to V8. But yeah, he was like, why would you get yourself into one of those trucks, especially the Trail Boss too, because he was like, I fix those things all day. Too late now. But this is a big, big deal.
Kind of a big deal.
The plaintiffs bring this action for themselves and on behalf of all persons in the United States who have purchased or leased a 2014 to a 2021 Buick, Cadillac, Chevrolet, and GMC equipped with a 5.3, 6.0, or 6.2 liter V8 engines designed, manufactured, marketed, distributed, sold, warranted, and or serviced by General Motors LLC. This class action lawsuit claims that the valve train defect can leave drivers and passengers in dangerous situations. For example, stalling, losing power while driving, and hesitation, especially when trying to merge. Increase the risk of traffic collision. Similarly, if the defect is unremedied for too long, the entire engine can be damaged, necessitating an expensive full engine replacement. Wow, holy crap. This document goes on and on for pages and pages. I will leave a link to this document down below in the description so you can look at it and read it at your leisure. Well, fortunately, I have not experienced any of these problems yet. From what I've researched and what I've read online, it seems like the main problem and the most alarming is with a lot of the 2021 models.
That's me!
Apparently, failure can happen and most likely happen, if it's going to, before the vehicle hits 10,000 miles. Now, a few weeks after I accepted delivery of this truck, the check engine light did come on. It came on for a couple hours. When I turned off the truck, it never came back on. Flash forward a couple weeks, it came back on and it stayed on for about a week. The truck drove normally, no problems at all, nothing that I noticed or witnessed at all, drove totally fine. It then vanished and there was no trace of it at all whatsoever. I brought it in for its first oil change. I think something about when codes pop up, when check engine lights come on, I don't think that it keeps a record of it for that long. So it was well after the light came on when I mentioned the problem with the check engine light, and unfortunately there wasn't anything that they could do about it. But it's been about a month since that's happened and the truck drives fine for now. Let's hope and pray that I'll be in the clear. I've read that this problem only affects a specific production time of certain engines within that production time frame, so hopefully my truck has nothing to do with that timeline. Hopefully GM takes care of this issue and hopefully they declare it as a recall so they can just take care of all these lifters before the problems even arise. Now, a customer of mine and a good friend, they actually purchased a brand new GMC Sierra and they received delivery of it shortly after I got my truck. Now, I don't know how I got my truck so quickly, but they actually waited almost a year for their truck and then they got it after I got mine. Makes no sense. Now, he had this lifter issue. He was driving, I think he was well away from home, and he brought the truck to a nearby dealership, left it there. I think they gave him a rental or he had some type of courtesy vehicle or other truck, and they replaced the lifters that were affected. After they replaced the lifters that were affected and he drove the vehicle for a couple days, he had problems with the other lifters. So he had to be without his truck again and they had to replace all the lifters. They should have just done that in the first place. I think they should just replace all of them and be done with it, less headache, and that's it. But that's just me. But guys, that's all I have to say about this issue for now. Hopefully, I'm happy that I haven't been impacted yet by this horrible, horrible issue that GM has with their trucks, and hopefully not too many of you have been impacted by this problem. If you have dealt with this problem before, definitely comment down below and let me know if there's anything that I need to look out for, maybe some warning signs that will let me know that my truck's about to self-destruct. Also, if you guys have had any luck with the programmers that deactivate these features that cause these problems, hopefully it does help remove the problem. I'm not sure if it does. Comment down below, let me know, drop a link. I'd love to help avoid some headache in my life and not have this issue with my truck. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Link below for the class action lawsuit. For more Silverado content, for more detailing content, consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. I'll keep you all in the loop if my truck blows up.